Hi everyone, this is a really quick video to show you how you can create your own content in Education Perfect. So the first thing we need to do is, once we've logged into the control panel, is go to the content library. Then make sure you're in the subject you wish to create your lesson for, and make sure that you're in edit mode. So that is by toggling these two buttons over here. So this is browse mode, which is what you normally see when you log into Education Perfect with all of our content folders. However, we want to make sure that we're in edit mode for this activity that we're going to do. So as we can see up here, we have a button that says add content. If I click on that, I can choose to create a smart lesson, a spelling list, a fact list, or an exam. So we're going to create a smart lesson. These are the options you have of things that you can include in your smart lesson. It's always safest just to include all of them at the beginning, and we can remove them later on while we're building. So the next thing we need to do is click Start Building. And now, if you're used to using Education Perfect, you will notice that these symbols are exactly the same as the symbols that appear in our smart lessons that have been built by our content team. So the yellow are information slides, and we have 5 different options for information slides. We can have a quiz section, and we have 4 different quiz question styles. And then we can also add our added response, and we have 3 options there. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to create a title slide. So I'm going to create a quick lesson to import my video for my flipped classroom that I want my students to watch. So Biddle and Tatum, and this is for Year 12 Biology, the Blueprint of Life topic. I can choose to include an image here, so I can search for genetics in our library and import an image there, or I can choose to import an image from my own files. So that is there. We can quickly preview, and that's what our title slide is going to look like. I can also change the font size of my secondary heading. I can change the color just to jazz it up a little bit. Now the beauty is you don't need to save as we go, because Education Perfect will save it for you. So the next thing we're going to do is add another information slide. So I'm going to add some media. So this is the Beetle and Tatum flipped video. And I'm going to include a video. So we do have a range of videos in our gallery. However, it's really nice and easy to insert a video from YouTube. So all you need to do is go to YouTube and find the video that you're after, and then you paste the link into the space, and it will grab it for you straight away. Then you click Use this video, and I can put a description at the bottom. Watch this video and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so I could choose to add some more information slides with some text information. However, I'm just going to jump straight in and show you the different styles of questions that we have. So obviously we have our multiple choice questions, which are the most common style of questions that we see on Education Perfect. So I'm going to quickly create a multiple choice question. Okay, so as we can see down the side here, the correct answer is this top answer here, but I can choose any of the 4 options as the correct answer. You can also include multiple correct answers in your activities. You would just need to ensure that you identify that the students need to pick more than one answer. You can use the multiple choice for true and false, so you need a minimum of 2 options, but you can have, I think it's up to 7, or I think it's possibly 8 or 10 options that you can have. Just like our information slides, we can bold and change the colors of words to make sure that they stand out, so we know that the students are looking at our verbs. I usually tell my teachers to keep the answer ordering as random, so that way you just know the first answer is correct, and each time the students see this slide, these responses will be in a different order. However, if you did want the responses to be A, B, C, D, then you would click ordered, and they would stay in this order here. There's some images at the bottom here that you can use to import, just to give your slide a little bit of a interesting engagement feature. You can also include a video and a sound file. So if we just quickly preview that, that's what our slide looks like. Really nice and easy. With a fill in the gaps question, what we need to do is find some text, and then we can, let me just find something here. So, oops, in the wrong space. So, okay, so you would give the students a prompt at the top, paste the text into the space here, and then we choose the gaps. Oh, sorry, this is a fill in the gaps. So place the words in the correct spots in the passage. Okay, so we're going to click on a couple of words. And basically what it does is it turns it into a closed passage, really nice and easily. But to make it a little bit trickier, I can add distractors to some, so that there isn't just the 3 words that are there. But then when the student sees the question, they actually have to read it properly and choose the correct answer. The next one is highlight. So this time, click on the words that relate to proteins. If I paste my text in here again, so this time I'm going to choose my highlights, and I'm going to click on all the words that say enzyme. Yeah. So when I preview, what the students see is just the text, and when they hover over each word, it changes color. So they would have to click on all the words that match what you're looking for, and then they find out whether they're correct or not. Again, you can add images to make it look nice and attractive. And the last type of question is annotated. So answer each of the individual questions within the text. So what this type of question does, so if I paste my text in here, I can highlight the word hypothesis and create a question about hypothesis. So define the term hypothesis, and then I can give the students their options. Then I can choose gene, and then give them a question on genes. And basically what it does is it turns a piece of text into a series of questions within the one page. Okay, so there are 4 different styles of quiz questions. Next, we have our extended response. So our extended response is obviously fairly straightforward. So outline the steps in the creation of a gene. You can add keywords. Oops. So when the students create their answers, so when we see the students will type in their response here, and when the students check their answer, if they have the keyword, their answer will turn yellow, just like with our normal smart lessons. You can also include images again. The next style is sound recorder, which is fairly straightforward. So but here, the students will actually record their answer. So they have the question prompt at the top here, describe the process that Beadle and Tatum used in their experiment. And what they actually do is they hold that button and record there. And lastly, we have our scratch pad, where what you can do is upload an image, and the student needs to then use the scratch pad to label the different parts of the image. So that was just a really quick image that I found in our gallery, but you could import any image there. You can also import a graph, a grid layout,